So we're gonna now go to the body and start to clean up some of the hardware. You can see there's a lot of really rusty screws, and the bridge saddles are really rusted over as well. So again, white vinegar is going to be our best friend there. We're going to really go in and do a nice deep clean, get some of the gunk off the pick guard, and see what we can do to just spruce it up a little bit.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I finished giving the metal pieces a bath in white vinegar and wiping them down, and then coating everything in oil just to protect it from further corrosion. For this one strap button that had a lot of rust on it, what I ended up having to do, because there was so much, is I basically used my power drill as a lathe, and initially I actually had to use a file just to get the majority off of it, and I actually used this file here, which is flat on one side and sort of semicircular on the other side. And as it was spinning, on the inside, I would use the semicircular side and do that to scrape off. It's not turning right now because I don't have it in all the way. But I would use that to kind of scrape off the inside of it. And then on the outside, I would use the flat side to get in this little crevice here as it would spin. And that was, with that I was able to take off a majority of the rust, and then from there I ended up using little tiny sheets of micro mesh and just using them to kind of polish up and clean, which actually helped on the screw head as well. But that's what I ended up having to do for this one strap button, because there was just so much rust that I had to physically scrape it away with a file. The rest though was pretty easy to work with. And now I am on to just reassembling the pick guard. I've already put the neck back on. And we didn't end up drilling out the body so that the threads for the body are no longer there. The screw just passes through, so we did fix that. And we're just going to go ahead and reassemble this guitar. And you can actually see, I already have the bridge and the tremolo springs on it, and the bridge looks a lot cleaner than it did before. Yeah, this guitar is looking a lot better already. One thing I am going to go ahead and do, though, is I am going to rewire the electronics, because I don't know if you can see, but these yellow wires are, except for this one, the yellow wires are all the ground wires, and the wire is very, very flimsy and weak, and a couple of them have already snapped off on the ground connection, so all the yellow wires are grounds. So I'm actually going to redo all these ground connections, just make sure that they're solid and secure. The rest of it doesn't look bad. There's a couple places I could probably touch up, but yeah, I don't plan on rewiring the entire thing, but just touching up some of those solder joints I think would be helpful.